Well, your boy's excited. Little by little, people are watching. They're being drawn to my thoughts, my theories. If you don't know, it's your boy Realm King, and we back, baby. I'm trying to finish what I started, get people's mind twisted and turning and thinking about what ifs. I'm loving the fact that everybody's talking about the Demix theory. Now, if you don't believe it, and if you haven't checked out the last video, check out the last video. He might be the master of masters. Who knows? I do. I think so. I've given you tips, tricks, thoughts. And there are some people that commented and gave me a full theory of what they thought. Now, and I'm loving it. Just keep it rolling. I got part 2 of the Sora is the 7 darkness. 7 strong darkness. On the way. Coming up right now. If you like, comment, subscribe, tell you what, I can do more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just doing Kingdom Hearts, I'm doing other games. I'm trying to just get the ball rolling on just one of my favorites of all times, Kingdom Hearts. Last time we was on here, part 1 was talking about Union Cross, Birth by Sleep, and Kingdom Hearts 1 on how the darkness, one of the 7 darknesses, traveled from Ventus, from Union Cross to the Ventus, with Ventus to Birth by Sleep, then got separated to Vanitas, back to Ventus, then both Ventus and Vanitas were dormant in Sora for 10 years till Kingdom Hearts 1 came out. Now as we are traveling in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Chain of Memories, we're learning little by little that Organization 13 wants Sora. Now, why do they want him? Not to get his power, because Sora is a good Keyblade wielder, but he possesses more than just the power of the will. The Keyblade, he can harness hearts, pretty much keeps them embedded in him. As you already know with Roxas, Xion, Ventus, and Vanitas, because Vanitas is chilling in Sora. He is one of the 7. All right. So now that Organization 13 is trying to pull that out of him, Naminé is messing with his head, messing with his memories, and your memories connected to your heart. And now, truth be told, the darkness is already leaking out a little bit because we'll get to that actually when we get to Kingdom Hearts 2. So as you know, Xion and Roxas are pulling memories away from Sora while he's dormant and sleeping. Darkness is pretty much being enveloped in Sora's mind and Sora's heart. So when Roxas and Xion go back to Sora, it's like pretty much a reset. Not a reset, but more like a, how can I put it? More darkness is being enveloped in him because Xion and Roxas, Organization 13, they've been chilling in darkness for the last year. So that gave Sora the chance to not only gain back what he lost, but gave the darkness an opportunity to unlock some more inside of Sora to pretty much have a footing. Love this picture. But in Kingdom Hearts 2, you see when he gets his power, Rage Mode is basically not something he can control or just call out on command. And they did that on purpose. If anybody who watches Bleach, Ichigo, my main man, has the power of a hollow. So, quote unquote, you look at Sora, Sora has the power of darkness. Now, Sora's darkness tends to have a mind of his own because it does. Being one of the strong 7, when he's flashing off his power too much and overexerts himself, the darkness says, all right, cool, it's time to take over, and he takes over for a period of time. Now, Sora goes wild, Sora goes crazy. He pretty much can't revert back unless you leave the stage. But in that moment, he is just darkness. He is pure darkness, but he's one of the most devastating darknesses I've ever seen because no one's doing that. Look at everybody else who wields darkness. Terror can't do that. Riku can't do that. Hell, even none of the Organization 13 brothers can do that. You know what I'm saying? They chilling in darkness like they on the beach. So what did that tell you? That it's not just normal darkness that's controlling Sora. It's the darkness. One of the 13 from the past, but the strongest one, baby. Oh, it's just getting better and better every time I think about it. And even as he goes on his journey to become a master Keyblade wielder, which I, for one, felt like it was the stupidest thing on earth because he was doing things Yen Sid ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? Or Mickey wasn't doing. Come on now, son. Look at my man Sora. Does he need a right? A badge to say, yo, I'm the Keyblade master? But whatever. Anyway. Team Xehanort really wanted him. And for the most part, I was thinking to myself, why? And it dawned upon me, they could have picked Riku. They could have jumped into Riku's head when he went and when he was doing his test and took over him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's more into darkness than anything. And I know everybody's like, well, he reverted out of that and he's going a better path. But my thing is, so is Terra. You know what I'm saying? and Xehanort still got him. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But Xehanort saw something in Sora that a lot of people haven't realized that's deep down in him. And that's darkness. And that is the pure darkness. Sora's been leaking it out and leaking it out. He stabbed himself in the heart to get Kairi back her heart. And I feel like that was on purpose so he can unlock that part of the darkness. But the darkness pretty much is not fully taking over him yet. Thanks to Kairi. Because Kairi is pure light. And like I said in the beginning, Sora tends to take the attributes of whoever is in his heart. So pretty much he has not only Ventus, he has Kairi's heart. So that's pure light right there. Then you have Roxas and you have Xion heart in them. That's even though they're half darkness and half light, it's still light. So still the balance is still tipped to the light side. But Dream Drop Distance, man, that man kept fading, kept on falling in deep sleep. And the more he fell, the cage to the darkness kept on opening. I'm glad he had people inside his heart because they saved his ass. Because he would have been ripe, picked, ready for Xehanort to Nort the mess out of him. But, hey, you can't have a story without Sora. So my man Riku came, he saved him, which is great. The whole team came out, saved him, which is great. Brought him back up. They said he pretty much got slated. he got Kratos hard. So he was pretty much big MP. Now he's back to regular lost of power, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, but whatever. But now everything is just straight back to normal. What I mean back to normal is that the darkness is loose in his body. And pretty much he has power. He still has power. He didn't lose really anything. To me, I feel like, so they just did that just to start it all over. But I feel like he has a balance, a bigger balance than he did before. Darkness is not taking over. Light ain't taking over. He's balanced with both. Because as he goes on through Kingdom Hearts 3, you see that his dark mode comes out and is more controlled, more power, and he can wield the Keyblade. Now let's get it. The last one couldn't, but this one is more like next stage level 2. You know what I mean? Right before he becomes Vanitas. But I feel like he has another stage or 2 before he becomes that. But this one is more, still gives you the yellow eyes. pretty much whole body's black, but I can still wield the Keyblade and show off my mad skills. Still wild, but more controlled than it was in Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, come on. No one else is doing this. I'm sorry, Aqua came back. Aqua has darkness. Nah, she ain't doing that. She wasn't even doing that in the realm of darkness. And she been in there for 10 years. Sora's only been in darkness for like how many times? For a couple of times? But he's wielding a dark shadow like nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? Terra's been through a lot too, but he ain't doing that shit. I'm sorry. He's not. What makes Sora so special? And when you start thinking about that, you start to realize that Sora is more than just the joke of everybody's, meme. I'm just saying, he is amazing in the sense that he is wielding a great power, don't even realize it. I mean, he's Naruto with the nine tails in him. I'm just saying, real talk, just waiting to come out. And I feel like he's going to master the darkness, and that's going to be an added power. That's why you're not able to utilize rage mode unless you're on the edge of death. You know what I'm saying? And even then, it's a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So, Sora right now, hopefully in the next Kingdom Hearts game, it shows you how beast he's going to be with the dark side and how that is going to come out. And he's just one of the 7. I feel like there's so much other things I could talk about that comes with those 7. You know what I'm saying? You got Sora. You know what I'm saying? You got Ventus still. You have Aqua. You have Terra. You have Riku. You have Lee. You know what I'm saying? They could be one of the. They could be one. I had named 6, so they could be one of the 6. And you have what else? Who else was sitting in darkness for a while? Like real darkness. Well, you could say Roxas or Shion. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? Because from what Union Cross is telling us is that the Master of Masters planned for his tellers to be the bodies for darkness so they can eliminate it and destroy it forever. And that's why I feel like Vamrex saved Sora from that path. He locked him up in that realm so he could either deplete the darkness from him or erase it, or have the darkness pretty much be infused in him and he can use it as his own power. They become one. Because in the unreality world, there is no light, there's no dark. So his light and his dark might just fuse together. Who knows? Saves one darkness from being destroyed. Saves Sora from being destroyed, I guess. But, you know what I mean? There's other theories I'm thinking. But hope you like this one. And that's my theory. You know, something just to get your minds thinking. You know, I'm excited to see what's next. E3 hasn't been showing shit about Kingdom Hearts. I'm mad about that. Because right now, E3 has been some trash unless you're an Xbox wielder, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not. PlayStation all day. But I'm down for more game theories. I'm down for more game reactions. I'm down for just more as this channel progresses. And I thank those who watch, thank those who comment, thank those who subscribe. And let me know what else you would like to, me to talk about. How I can improve to make sure your viewing pleasure is on point. All right? It's your boy, Realm King. I'm out.